Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay guys, today we're going to discuss about animal testing should be banned. How about we ask our friends over here?
For me, I agree that animal testing should be banned. The harm that is committed against animals should be banned because they are not considered to be human. Animal testing put animals through much harm and extreme pain. For instance, the extremely painful procedure that millions of rabbits suffer for the purpose of testing of new cosmetic products. For instance, research scientists for cosmetic companies have been reported to spray caustic substances in the eyes sockets of cautious rabbits to test if they cause the eye redness or even blindness to these helpless animals. In other instances, pharmaceutical companies have liberally conducted little dose tests on baboons in order to produce poison drugs and health supplements. So, what do you think about animal testing?
I also agree that animal testing should be banned because it is an act of cruelty to animals. And animals testing put animals through much harm and extreme pain. It is estimated each year about 5 million laboratory animals die in lethal dose tests. Animals should be entitled the right to live their own life peacefully without having to endure the pain and torture of being tested. It is difficult to take results from experiments on animals and apply them reliably to humans because we are different psychologically and metabolically from other species. How about you, Sarah?
From my point of view, I disagree on animal ban because animal testing has contributed to many life-saving cures and treatments. For example, there was an experiment which dogs had their pancreases removed that led directly to discovery of insulin. Then the insulin had discovered the medicine for diabetes, which a very critical disease. Then animal themselves benefit from result of animal testing because treatments for animals developed using animal testing. What about you, Nat?
Okay, for my opinion, I think that animal testing should be banned. I disagree with it because animal research subjects because they are similar to human beings. Because like chimpanzee, which is according to Darwinism is our ancestors, they have 99% DNA as similar as us. So we use these animals because we want to detect the side effects that will happen to this animal if we test drugs. And other than that, we need these animals also to determine what kind of illness, what kind of disease that will happen if we use this product towards humans. Because chimpanzee is like similar to us, so of course the effects also similar if we put it on humans or in chimpanzee. So as for example, there's new drugs that will invent in order to prevent some sort of like sickness. So we're going to try it on chimpanzee. So we're going to see the side effect. If the side effect is like high blood pressure or those risky disease that will happen, then we're going to like ban the drugs from selling it.
I was saying that I agree that animal testing should be banned because experimental substances are forced into their throats, pumped into their stomach or injected under their skin, causing many painful deaths to these baboons. Some also break their necks or back while they try to escape the restraint during testing.
I totally agree with you because animal testing doesn't make sense. According to Professor James Hickman, the human body and animals are completely different. This might seem obvious, but it's actually an important point. There have been various tests carried out in order to prove this statement, and all have concluded the same thing. This is very important because if animal and human tissue are completely different, then what is the point is using animals? If an animal is not affected by a chemical, then what is the chance that a human will be?
But if vaccines were not tested on animal, millions of animals would have died from animal disease like rabies, tetanus, and distemper. So we can see that animal ban should be animal testing should not be banned. My opinion.
So, in my opinion, as I said, if we're not testing these new products, then how can we know what is the side effect, as I elaborate just now? So we already have come up with alternatives such as the culture tissue instead of using animal testing, but the effect just shown just like 10% instead of like we can detect more disease in animals rather than we using culture tissue. So these techniques already been demolished, so we're still using animal testing, but we're going to decrease the amount of animal testing by recycling the animals. Like we're going to test it first, and then for the second product we're going to test this on the same animals. So not a lot of animals are going to be used for experiment.
Just one more thing before we finish with this discussion. No animal life is worth your cosmetic product, no matter how shiny it makes your hair. If you want to know why animal testing should be banned, then just take a look at your pet. Yes.
Okay, with this we're going to close our discussion. So as we can see, there's pros and cons in animal testing. So